We just got our first look at the How to Train Your Dragon live-action teaser trailer. I'm very excited about this news, so stick around to find out more about it. I'm Shayde from the New Wave Nerds. Like and subscribe down below for more nerd content and commentary, and let's roll the intro. So the other day we got a trailer drop for the How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake, and this movie has been in talks for a pretty long time, and it's been hyping us up for a while, hyping the How to Train Your Dragon fans for a while. I guess when I was a kid, I had all three of these on DVD, and I would just fall asleep to it and rewatch it over and over again. So to see it in live action, it's going to be pretty cool. Does it make me nervous? Yeah, very nervous. It makes me nervous in the sense that I don't know how the CGI is going to turn out. I guess maybe I'm just nervous that they're going to butcher the story up a little bit, and there is already some issues with this film that I have and a lot of people are having. But let's get into the cool stuff. So this movie is directed by Dean DeBlois. We're going to say it like that. He directed the first three How to Train Your Dragon movies, and I guess, let's see, he also, he did everything. This is his baby. So he came back for the project, which is really cool. And we also have Gerard Butler coming back as Hiccup's father, which is awesome. He looks the part. He, of course, sounds the part because he played the character in the animated movie. This is a perfect casting. This is what I want. And also with that, we have Mason Thames as Hiccup, which looks really good. It looks fantastic. I mean, in the cartoon, he is a little scrawny, a little scrawnier than Mason Thames, I guess. Other than that, he looks the part pretty well. And the costume designing was very good for Hiccup in this already. They didn't butcher it. They didn't botcher it. They didn't butcher it. It looks really good. Now, for Fishlegs, our boy, we have Julian Dennison, and you nerds will know Julian Dennison from Deadpool 2 as what was his name in that? I can't remember, but he played the teenager with the cool fire powers in Deadpool 2. I thought he did really, really good in that, and I haven't seen him in anything else. But it's cool seeing him come into this role as Fishlegs. It's going to be an interesting take. I'm excited to see that. Now, we have Nico Parker as Astrid, which, so currently it's a pretty big issue. It's not a big issue. It's just they didn't really have a reason. There was no reason for a race change, and I guess I just don't understand. If the reason why they did it is because of diversity, then I would have been okay with a whole new character that they just threw in here. And let's say they throw in a whole new character, give her her own role and everything. And then we can continue this live action remake with a spin-off series, which would be awesome, because I'm very excited. I'm already thrilled for this movie. I would watch a spin-off series if this is really good, and I guess I don't really know, and I'm hoping that they continue with the two other movies. But they could really do something cool with that. Yeah, but they didn't. They made her like Astrid. They just made her Astrid. Sorry, I was blanking. They made her Astrid, and I don't understand why. There's no explanation for it. There's no reasoning behind it so far. So far for what we know. And I mean this in the most respectful way possible. I just don't understand why you got to throw it in. It it doesn't work. It's not working here. It ain't. And I just think it was kind of random, But, I mean, who knows? She could be like the perfect Astrid. She could be. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure I've seen Nico Parker in other things. Was she in... Okay. Yeah, no, I've seen her in The Last of Us. I've seen her in Dumbo. So I've seen her. So the two roles that I've seen her in, she was pretty good. I don't really remember Dumbo very much, I guess, but I do remember The Last of Us, and I thought she was pretty good in The Last of Us, from what I can remember. Yeah, very emotional. But so I guess we just gotta wait and see how she does in this movie. Maybe she could be the perfect Astrid. So who knows? Maybe I am just a silly little guy and I'm wrong, which happens a lot. But other than that, this is gonna be great. This is exciting. I guess I don't have any other, issues. And even that, I'm still okay with it. It's still, it's like, okay, this is going to be a great film. What I thought would happen, I don't know why I thought this. I thought maybe they would change up the look of the dragons a little bit and make them look more, I guess, medieval, make him look more scary. But they made him look very, very, very accurate to the cartoon, which is pretty cool. It looked odd from like a wide shot. From a wide shot, it still just looked like the animation. It looked like the cartoon, which kind of sucks. It would have been interesting, I guess, if they just made them look medieval and scary. This is directed towards kids, so again, I'm just a silly little guy. But yeah, I can understand why they went that route, and again, it looks pretty good so far. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I talked about CGI, and well, in the trailer, besides a couple wide shots, the dragons look pretty good. They're not bad. I mean, I couldn't do better, but they're still, from my point of view, I guess they're pretty good. Although this is where the issue happens nowadays, so I can't really say, "Oh, this movie's gonna be fantastic," because lately with movies, it's just been flopping. Like every time I say this is gonna be great, it doesn't happen. It's the Shayde curse. And it happened with Thor: Love and Thunder. It happened with Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. That trailer looked good. It happened with The Acolyte. I was so excited for The Acolyte. I mean, the poster art was awesome. The trailer was sick. I was pumped. So I can't really, I guess I probably shouldn't get my hopes up for this movie. But I'm gonna. Because I don't care. So this is gonna be fun, we got a great cast going. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. I mean, all I can really hope for is that they continue these movies, that they do all three, and then maybe do a spinoff, because in the animation I'm pretty sure they did a cartoon series. I think it was on Cartoon Network, but not 100%. All I know is they did a spin-off series, and I never watched it, but I mean, I'm assuming it was good because I remember it went on for a couple of seasons. Yeah, just like Kung Fu Panda. They did Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness. That was cool. That one I watched. But, I mean, they could go different places with this movie. They really could. And there's just so many, like, exciting, like, things to explore in this world. Like, this world that, we're watching, and I'm just pumped to see what we can do. I'm very excited to see what DreamWorks is going to do, because this is the Disney effect. I feel like, because Disney's doing this whole thingy-mabob where, like, they'll, like, make a movie live action and then it flops because of how bad it was. Like, we got The Lion King. That didn't do too hot because it wasn't that great. And then they started remaking it. They remade Ariel, or they remade The Little Mermaid, and then they remade Cinderella a very long time ago. I forgot about that movie. But then now they're remaking Lilo and Stitch, which Lilo and Stitch also is kind of doing what How to Train Your Dragon is doing. They're making, like, that character that specifically should look that way in animation, in live action, look the same way. I mean, they both look the same way. That's why I was really nervous about this, because Stitch doesn't look that good in my opinion. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they could make it work. Now, Toothless in this, I think he looks all right. They made him look scaly. They made him look like a lizard, So I guess, it's not bad, but they really messed up with Stitch, in my opinion. But yeah, this is kind of what Disney is doing, and now that DreamWorks is going that route, they could do some pretty cool things. If this movie works out, then that gives me hope for other animations that they can make into live action, like Kung Fu Panda, and I guess Sing would be cool too. But yeah, no, I mean, there's so much that DreamWorks can do. Now, with all that being said, as you guys can tell, I am very excited for this movie. It's going to be a fun one. I'm nervous for it, I love this series, so I guess we'll see what happens. We don't even have a full trailer yet. We only have the teaser trailer. We only have a couple set images for Astrid. And I guess I need to make that point. The costume design for Astrid in the set images was very good. I mean, they honestly even kept blonde highlights in her hair, which is a really cool nod, So I guess I'm not. It isn't too big of an issue. Yeah, no, it isn't too big of an issue in this movie. Now, other shows it was, like The Acolyte, that was a bit redonkulous. That was crazy. But in this, I'm hoping they're not gonna overplay it and let it affect the movie like they did in The Acolyte. But yeah, I'm very excited for this film, and I hope all of you guys are very excited for this film like I am. So if you want to see more about me, or if you want to see more of me talk about this film later on, then go down below and subscribe and like, so that way you can see this beautiful face again. But I'm Shayde 7 from the New Wave Nerds. Like and subscribe down below, and yeah, I'll see you later.